Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here at Novora Autism for a special video in Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. It has been 32 days since we completed Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn, so therefore that makes it for Mr. EDSS here, day number 128. Now, this is not going to be a beginning of the new story that is made available to you once you complete the first main story, which involves you defeating the Guardian Empire successfully. This is going to be a special video that's going to take us for a little bit of a celebration. There is a new event that has been made available to gamers in the Realm Reborn, and we're going to go ahead and have the opportunity to participate in this particular event. So we're going to leave Moonfire Faire and the Signs of the Seventh Dawn for now, to go back to where the game all began, in Gridania. I'm going to head to Gridania for this particular event. We'll explain more about it once we get some of the important information. And just so you're aware, you can actually take this challenge. I believe it can either start in either Gridania or Ul'dah, but not in Limsa-Lominsa. I think, because, yeah, I believe Gridania and Ul'dah are starting points to get you to Limsa-Lominsa for this particular event. So, we're going to make our way to New Gridania right now, and then we will be transitioning over to Old Gridania, and specifically to Mikedo's Amphitheater. On day, I believe it was day 13, we had the festival of the, a particular festival that was hosted by the Elder Seedseer, and then on day 24 there was the Remembrance Day celebrations, also held at Mikedo's Amphitheater, also overlooked by the Elder Seedseer. So we're gonna go make our way to Mikedo's Amphitheater right now, and yeah, it may be raining, but I can assure you that's not going to dampen the spirits of what's going on, because as you can see, the scene around here at Mikedo's Amphitheater is definitely a lot different than it normally is. In fact, this is an event that is also done in the style of Hatching Tide, which I mentioned in the Let's Play but never actually showed off. But we're going to actually participate here in this particular event. So, I'm going to open up the gates and come here to Mikedo's Amphitheater to speak with the Moonfire Faire chaperones. Yeah, we're going to participate in an event known as Moonfire Faire, and so you'll get the gist of it as we go along. So let's speak with the chaperone, because she will be getting us on our way with this particular challenge. And you can start this at level 15. Level 15, entitled Streets of Moonfire. Event organizing is a cruel mistress, and one chaperone of the Moonfire Faire is determined that you should feel its heartless lash. Well, I don't know how heartless her lash can be. I mean, I'm wearing full Dragoon armor. I mean, it can't hurt that much, can it? Oi, you there! The comely looking one! I take you for an adventurer, and your guild needs to make you this year's Moonfire Faire, the merriest in living memory. What say you jaunt up to Limsa and lend a hand? In case you're unfamiliar with the festival, it was first held 5 years ago in order to extinguish the Bombards, fiery fiends who threatened to turn the whole realm into a living inferno. Now, the creatures haven't actually made a return this year, but that doesn't mean we can't have a scorching good time. I think the scorching good time can definitely be indicated by the fact that we have a very enthusiastic Mexican-style or Caribbean-style music, even though what they're wearing, the people responsible for the Moonfire Faire, is Japanese. In the absence of a real threat, we're focusing instead on making the common folks' love of the fair work for us, the rank-and-file adventurers. Guild identity and all that. Tisk tisk, how guileless you are. Good name made by honest work is nothing unless kept well polished by favourable talk. So, how about it, my innocent lad? Help your guild, help yourself. Go to the castle of Limsa-Lominsa then. There lumbles Herr Maga, the grand chaperone of Moonfire Faire. You must be garbed in a blue lord's yukata, or he'll not know you for a friend. Not the sharpest axe in the armory, Herr Maga. It makes him a fine choice to sit atop the high chair for this undertaking. If you've no yukata of your own, procure one at a Moonfire Faire vendor. Oh, quibble not, 'tis but a small expense, and will receive a new set of raiments for assisting with the festivities. So yeah, you actually have to dress like these people do. You actually have to dress up in traditional Japanese style attire for this. So let's speak with the vendor here, and we've been asked to purchase a Blue Lord's Yukata, which I will be purchasing. And to go with it, you can also buy some summer-themed attire if you so wish. To go with my blue Lord's Yukata, I'll be purchasing some blue summer trunks to go with it. And if you're also so inclined, yes, over here, Lord's Clogs. So we'll have something to wear. So let's go ahead and change out of my battle gear, as it were. I'm gonna go, and I won't even go so far as to take off my Soul Crystal, because, yeah, we don't need it for this. Let's make sure I'm dressing appropriately. Yes, please, make sure you are dressing appropriately for this event. And blue summer trunks, there we go. Reassign current Dragoon gear to no, we will not be doing that. We will be instead setting a new gear set. There we go. Alright, now that we're all set and correctly attired, let's now make our way, as per instructed, to Limsa. So yeah, isn't it strange that for this event where the music is Mexican and Latino and Caribbean, that we're wearing Japanese attire? In fact, for this particular event, Moonfire Faire, I think it's actually inspired by events that I've actually seen on TV about events that have gone on in Japan, where people actually will hold up massive, I think they're like massive bamboo shafts filled with gunpowder, and they get lit on fire, and they act like massive fireworks, and these people actually hold them. They don't stand right next to them, they literally hold on to them. Now, I've seen this on TV before. It's pretty crazy and pretty dangerous. We won't have to do anything like that here, however, we will be doing something that's somewhat similar. And the reason why we come here to Limsa as well is because of the fact that if you're not necessarily participating in Moonfire Faire, that doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot enjoy what's going on. In fact, if you look to the right, oh, I can't, it's overcast. Oh, well, isn't that just spectacular? Alright, we'll worry about that another time, but yeah. Now correctly dressed, let's go speak with Hermaga. So, you're here to mock and churn it up for the Moonfire Faire? That's the spirit, the adventuring spirit. Come to think of it, that's what the festivities are about, isn't it? The adventuring trade has a hang my tongue. Has a figuring problem, see? The common folk can't figure out what we do, beyond doing that hither, doing this thither. What we need is a real adventurer living by the sweat of his brow, showing everyone how it's done, and what we do. You know, mocking in, living it up, making it real. What else? Oh, it's about the children. I don't quite remember why, but it's about the children. Won't somebody please think of the children? Because they grow up, that's right. Where would the guild be without the next generation? Getting old, that's where we'd be. Don't know about you, but I'm not spending my golden years crafting ingots. So we'd figured one of the other chaperones figured I don't go to all the meetings. There should be 3 adventuring events. There's supplies for each one, and it would be extra appreciative if you do all 3. Ah, so you're ready to do this? If you are, I'll show you where you can find the events. And so, with the quest officially completed, let's go ahead and take Hermaga's first of 3 challenges. Starting with Drench It. The summer heat and the festival spirit make a combustible combination. Who better put a damper on things than you? Yeah, and for each of these 3 events that you do, you get a new yukata to wear. Ha! Ready to mock in? Wait till you see this event, it's a real scorcher. The chaperone that came up with the idea, smart as a stitch that one, calls it the Rousing Douse. Clever, huh? Huh? Most folk think we adventurers just slay demons and punish miscreants. Nothing wrong with that. If I don't met out a good beating once a moon, I go a bit crazy. But we've other skills that go mostly unused. Fighting fire is one of the big ones. Did you know that there's a whole lot of adventurers training these? Hang my tongue. These beast things to put out fires. I didn't. They're massed in Lower Lanosea right now, near the entrance to the Blind Iron Mines. Was I supposed to go inspect? Maybe later, but you should go now. Just take yourself out there and give a friendly yally yell to Athelia. She's a Moonfire Faire chaperone and she'll find you a beast thing for the event. And so, away we go to the south. So, to Lower Lanosea we will go. We don't have to actually go very far. In fact, it's actually encouraged. You could warp to Morabi dry docks for this, but where we're going, it's actually closer to get to this event by just leaving from Limsa Lominsa. And so that is where we are gonna go. And hopefully the clouds will break up, I hope. Because yeah, this is supposed to be the Moonfire Faire, and so far things are not being very moon-like. But that doesn't... Oh, well, there are fireworks out in the sky this evening. Yeah, you can get a pretty good view of them from where we're going. But, yeah, they'll go on all night long. As long as it's night, there'll be regular intervals of fireworks. It's usually 3 sets a night, and it's usually the same pattern. Just in case you missed it the first time and you didn't get a chance to see everything in its entirety. So, we're gonna make our way northbound. Pull on my map further. There we go. Geez, theoretically, I could have even used the Tempest Gate in Middle La Nosea to get there faster. But, hindsight 2020 and all that, right? So, northbound. You know, we're gonna have a good time with this, I'm sure you'll agree. So, the first one that we're gonna do is actually, I've found to be the easiest of the 3 to complete. The other 2 are rather tricky to do. This one's more of just have fun with it. The other 2 are actually more skill-based. So, we're getting close to the turn points here. So let's hang a right. And we won't worry about Broen route. We want to speak with Miss Ophelia. Here you are. Right, so let's give her a talking to. So we speak with her, and this will activate the event. Ah, fresh meat for the Alps. Just kidding. You're going to be on an Alps in a moment, though. We call ourselves the Moonfire Marines, and you're the newest recruit. Fall in. Don't look so green. The Sahuagin have been keeping elves for the youngest years. We at the guild are just getting started, but they're tractable enough creatures. What a Moonfire Marine does is mount up on an elf for a round of firefighting. Elves have this funny quirk where you poke them in the side, and they upchuck a belly full of cold water. Yeah, you're going to enjoy this. We've some choice pillars of fire set about there. Trot on over and saturate the flames with elf spit. Don't be shy now. Give the audience a show. They're there to get doused. In saliva. No one knows who's standing there and wants to stay dry. It's been a baking hot summer if you haven't noticed. Well, not up here in Canada. For once. Let me know when you're ready to begin. Remember, there's some little ones out there who've never seen an adventure. Make it look good or I'll be tempted to feed you to the Alps. Why must you people threaten me at all times? Anyway, we accept her challenge. And with a new yukata in tow, why don't we go ahead because, yeah, now we can wear this. So yeah, we'll change into the one she just gave us for this particular task. So let's take on the Rousing Douse challenge. Say the word to Ophelia and the Moonfire Faire event Rousing Douse is yours to try again. Alright, let's mount up an upchuck. No hesitation now. Saturate the pillars of fire set up on the spots I've marked. When you're ready to begin, just go straight east and talk to the Moonfire Marine there. And away we go. Yeah, he's gonna be right over here. So let's go ahead and give this gentleman a talking to. Hello there. Mount up, Elpstarter, and don't report back to Ophelia until you've saturated all 3 targets. Come to me instead if you fall off the Elpst. Which, I don't know if that's actually possible to have that happen. But nonetheless, we want to go where the 3 red circles are. These are where the destination is and where the 3 big pillars of fireworks are currently lit up. You have to do a search to see where each of them are. The best way to find out is if you see one of them that looks like that, you should see the text called Pillar of Fire, and you should also see people, usually women in bikinis, standing next to it. So, get yourself right in the correct position, and then use the Saturate on the Alps to go... What do you mean? What? You mean douse like we get drenched? I thought you know, like looking for water. Yeah, the position will always be at random for each of the 3 circles. It won't always be in the same spot, and it won't be always with the same group of bikini-clad women. Where is the next one? Okay, I think I see it. It's over... No, that's a wind sprite. Come on, wherever you are, pillar of fire. Here you are. So yeah, right over here. Here's a couple more bikini-clad women. And note they're all Mikote here. Let's saturate this one. Yes, very effective indeed. Yes, and quite refreshing, I might add. So yeah, they're done. So now moving on to the next one. And yeah, it won't be hard to find this one. It's right next door. Yeah, in the middle of an orchard, no less. And one more time. Oh, you did it! You put out the fire! That was amazing! Yeah. I also have had times where the ladies in bikinis were Elizins or Rogadins. Let me assure you, female Rogadin in bikinis, that's one of the scariest things ever. It's like, there are some people who shouldn't be wearing bikinis. Female Rogadins are such people. So, back to Athelia to complete the challenge. There you are. You didn't know I was just kidding about drenching the audience? Just kidding, Hedy did great out there. Made a good impression on the audience, didn't we? Especially the kiddies. You cut quite a figure, I'm told. Once you go up the back, you never go back, am I right? Some of those little ones now say they want to be adventurers, and it's all thanks to you. Oh, you don't think so? Humility's a virtue, my mamma always said. But turns out she was just kidding. Best to accept a compliment graciously, my friend. Speaking of credit, Herr Marga's the one who started in on the do-it-for-the-children bit. He goes about pretending it was someone else's idea, but he's not fooling me. Families have turned out for the fair in droves, thanks to him. Oh, and he's awfully secretive about things he's actually good at. But he's a shrewd one, a practical man under all that buffoonery. He's right that we need to put ourselves out there, thinking about the future of the guild instead of just living for today. Anyway, I better give you your reward. You've certainly earned it. You're welcome among the Moonfire Marines any time. The audience would love a return performance, I'm sure. And so, we get to complete the task, and we get choice of one of 3 different types of fireworks, either a Lominson, Gridanian, or Oldan Sparkler. These are basically just... If you ever know what a sparkler is, it's like a handheld fireworks stick that you can run around with. My brother actually, and I'll take the Gridanian one for starters, my brother actually tripped and fell on one day and actually burned his knee really bad. So I will meet you guys back over in a moment, back over at the upper decks. Okay, so back here in Limsa Lominsa, so let's speak with Hermaga and take on his next challenge. Blast it! So, this one, unlike certain other guilds, the Adventurers Guild is a family-friendly organization, as you will prove with explosive flair. Ready to turn it up? I named this event myself. Named all of them, but the other 2 got shot down by other chaperones. But this one was a winner. I call it the Can-Do Spirit. Demon slaying's always a crowd pleaser, but parents of little ones can be a mite touchy about the hacking and slashing. What I figured is you need to keep it dry. So we decided to use cannons instead. More civilized-like and crispy was my way of thinking. That's why I sit in the big chair I fancy. Family-friendly, that's what I am. Since when does the Adventurers Guild have cannons? Well, I never could resist something complimentary, and the Maelstrom was, what do you call it, decommissioning a few. They're safe enough, behind this being an exhibition event and all. The action's down at the Salt Strand in Lower Lanosea. The chaperone in charge is, hang my tongue, I'm never bundling up plainsfolk names. Mayaru Moyaru. He'll show you the ropes. So, let's warp immediately to Lower Lanosea, to Morabi Dry Docks, because this one is closer to Morabi than it is to Limsa Lominsa. So away we go to take on the next challenge. Now, as I mentioned before, the first one, relatively easy, not much in terms of skill to it, but these next 2 will be skill-based, and unless you know what you're doing, this could take a while. However, I will remain undaunted in my pursuit to complete this, hopefully as quickly as I possibly can, and hopefully before sunrise. Yeah, because it would be looking really bad on me if I was not able to finish this before sunrise. So we're going to head out from the south exit. We're going to make our way around the God's Grip. And we've been through here before. I actually showed off guild levies in this particular area. I showed off some of the examples of how you can do them. So we want to go up this way. So yeah, there's the Moonfire Faire lanterns, as it were. And Moyaru. Boy, that's such a tough name. No wonder Hiromaga has a hard time with it. Let's go ahead and speak with him. Moyaru, a little Lalafell. Ahoy! Welcome to the Can event! I like to think of this as an exhibition that packs a punch, and also family friendly. Look at all the little ones in the audience. Really? I don't see any little ones. The Chief Chaperone told you what you'd be up to, yes? Demon slaying and lots of it. We've acquired some nice 18-pound cannons. They make a big bang when they're fired at their targets. Several tenders and woman dragors in this case. And don't go hitting anything other than your intended targets. I think it's been mentioned once or twice that this is a family-friendly event. Yeah, no friendly fire, right? I mean, it's not as though someone would die or anything if one were to accidentally get a blast in the face, but a cannonball is still far from a flam puff. I shouldn't think it would be safe. Besides, it would be an extremely poor taste to shoot any future adventurers with a cannon. We can't have them thinking ill of the guild, and it certainly wouldn't be family-friendly. Now, please think on everything I said. If you decide you'd like to play by the rules, simply speak with me to participate. I believe we can accommodate you. And since you gave us a new yukata to wear for this particular task, why don't we go ahead and equip it right now? Yeah, I might as well show them all off because I can. So we're gonna get acquired and equipped in the white yukata for this challenge that can induce spirits. Moonfire Faire chaperone Moyaru is on alert for your call. For not many adventurers have the can induce spirit. Lovely! I do believe you understand the spirit of restraint and precision that is so important to professional adventurers. Now, blast that 18-pound cannon! You must hit the woman Dragor twice, and any one Sabatendo Fukiro once. Very fleet of foot, those Sabatenders. Aim well, strand cannonballs are not appropriate for family events. And don't be shy, you can try the event as many times as you like. Do tell me when you've succeeded, however. You don't know how to use cannon fire? I can teach you if you like. Well, actually, that will not be required because we actually used it on day 95 in Castrum Meridianum. So, step up to any 18-pound cannon that you prefer. We'll take one that's not currently being in use. Click on it twice, and now you can arm your cannon. So all you're going to do is just basically, and you can see, you really need to have accuracy with this because unlike the cannons that we use at Castrum Meridianum, these ones have very small target. Yeah, it doesn't have a huge target area like others, so you have to pretty much guesstimate, as it were, where these things are going to land and take a shot. And if you're lucky, you'll score, but keep in mind that since these are moving targets, this is not easy. You know, the Sabatenders in particular really will move like mad. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting the button sequence. But I believe you might be going somewhere I can score on you? No? Yeah, as I said, this is not easy. This is definitely a skill-based challenge, and you're going to need to demonstrate it. I believe I may have you. It counts. Alright, that's one. Now, let's go after a second. But boy, they're really spread out, these things. Let's try here. Ah, I turned left. And the Sabatender almost got qualified for getting into the crossfire. In fact, I don't actually know if we can hit the same woman Dragora twice. Yeah, we won't worry about the fate. It's not gonna be that much of a threat. So, gonna get out of the way. Oh, it almost turned right back into it. And to for the right. Yeah, turn around. There we go. Count it? Nope. Yeah, I don't think we can hit the same target twice. I want to see if any Sabatenders get in the way. Oh, really? Yeah, this can take a while. Ah, it keeps going back and forth. Hit anything? No. Yeah, don't try and rush this. Be patient with it. Yeah, and to be honest, I think that tree is a really good place to take a shot. Oh, holding position. Ah! Yeah, I think I've got a system for some of these sabotenders. If I can time my shot correctly. Go. I need to be faster with it. And now. Yeah, run right into it! Run right into it! Ah! Again. I hit the woman Tricora, but I didn't hit the sabotender. Alright, well, let's wait for it to come back. Oh, okay, we've got 2 now, so my chances are doubled, my chances are doubled! Got it, we got it, we're done. Now with a bit of dramatic music for a little bit of extra flair. Alright, Mayaru Moyaru, let's go ahead and give you a talking to. Well done, the children are quite bereft. They've naught to do, and the children in the audience loved it. They wish to say they say they wish to join us. I do hope that's not a cannonball they're trying to... Oh dear. It's always one thing after another in this line of work. Chaperoning an event, I mean. Regular adventuring is quite tame in comparison. Why, I've had to tend to everything myself. Stronger leadership certainly wouldn't have been amiss, but we simply couldn't agree on whom to elect the chief chaperone. Herr Margot was the only one we could agree on, which we agreed that he was not the first choice for any of us. Still, it hasn't been all bad having to steer our own events, and attendance has been excellent for both participants and audience members. You, for one, have been exemplary. I shouldn't think we've ever had a better live fire cannon exhibition. Yeah, especially with my numerous misses. Fortunately, I was able to figure out a system. Very happy I am to present you with this reward. If you'd like to do it again, you know where to find me. And so we get 10 Bombard Blooms. These are basically like the sparklers we got to... Well, actually, they're not. They are actual fireworks. So, meet you guys back in a moment over in Lemsolomensa. Okay, back here at the Moonfire Faire so we can speak with Hermaga again and take on the third and final challenge known as Explode It. Life is short and the nights are too dark. This you know, as do other adventurers who dare paint the sky with reckless fire. Ha! Ready to make it real! There's an event over in Middle Lanosea. A very cherry bomb it's called, and it just about captures everything adventuring's about, according to my way of thinking. We're resourceful is what we are, and we find the fun in even the gravest of dangers. Take the recent years. There's beastmen rustling about every year, making some afraid of their own shadows. Here in Lanosea, we've been bled out good by kobolds. There's a lot of folk been burned by their alchemical contraptions, like those damn bombs. You know about bombs. You kill them dead 1,000 times, but if the core's intact, they'll just pop right back. You got to blow them up good, core and all, and that's where we come in. Bomb disposal, that's an adventurer basic. But do the common folk know that? Not many do, so we'll show them. But we'll find the fun like we do. We'll dispose of bombs in fireworks. You're the very man for the job, fearless and merry both. You and Janango should get home like a house on fire. You'll find her northeast of the Zephyr Gate out in Middle Lanosea. And so that is where we go. So, since the Aetheryte Crystal is so close by, why don't we go ahead and put it to good use. So, to the Zephyr Gate in Middle Lanosea. So yeah, this is the only one that takes place in Middle Lanosea. As you've seen already, the other two take place in Lower Lanosea. It's a shame they couldn't all be in the same region of Lanosea, but not much I can do about that, because I'm not the one who made this game or came up with the idea for this concept. So, let's make our way now to Janango. Janango Unchained, here we come. And it doesn't take far to get to our chaperone for this particular event. A female Makote, nonetheless. And with pink hair, I do believe. So let's go ahead and talk to her. Welcome to a very cherry bomb, and a very good day to you, fellow adventurer. If you love the smell of gunpowder in the morning, you've come to the right place. I have 6 mortars set up at 2 disposal sites, one to the north and one to the east. All packed with fireworks, enough gunpowder and bacon fat to turn bomb coals into fried bread. And speaking of bombs, I've released some bombard blanks in the area. They're your disposal targets, I see. I've made sure to choose particularly dim-witted ones so they not wander off. Blast the bombards towards the mortar until the gunpowder catches fire, and ta-da! Fireworks! Bomb cores disposed, fireworks in the sky, and the crowd goes wild! Do I love this job? You bet your arse! You got all that? Great! Just have a look around, get that energy flowing, then talk to me when you want to start. I'll be right here. So with that taken care of, we now get the last yukata that you can gain through participating in Moonfire Faire events. And this one is blue, so let's go ahead and equip the blue one. There we go. So yeah, let's go ahead and speak with Janango to get a very cherry bomb underway. There is a very cherry bomb with your name on it. If only you would speak with Janango. Ready to roll? Blow those bombard blanks straight towards the mortar. Do it with Star now. I've set up 2 separate venues, one to the north and one to the east. Too many mortars in one place is a recipe for singed adventurers and crispy onlookers. So go to whichever. Fire up the bombards and some pretty fireworks, then let me know how it went. So yeah, this one is a particularly difficult challenge. This is like playing the worst game of golf you've ever played in your entire life. So, to give you an idea, these are the mortars, and we got to somehow knock the bombard blanks into them by use of weapons. We have to actually attack them and knock them into the cannons. Easier said than done, believe me. So let's go ahead and make a strike. Yeah, as you can see, I just hit it right by. There is definitely... This is definitely a challenge, make no mistake about it. As I said before, this is like the worst game of golf you've ever played in your entire life. And don't worry about them attacking, because they won't attack you. And for some reason, and I found this out, I always seem to have this tendency to hit shots to the right. Oh, but I believe that was... Did that one count? It counted, yes! Wow, we actually got that done a lot faster than I thought we would. That's the first time and it took me nearly 10 minutes. But yeah, we're done here. And that's all there is to it, I guess. So the LP curse doesn't exist for this challenge. Are you good or are you good? You must have some practice blowing up things. At first I was thinking, what is this rigmarole? Am I the Adventurers Guild or the Mummers Guild? But the energy of the crowd has me all turned around. I've done my share of helping out with guild functions, that's why I ended up a chaperone. But let's face it, I'm just a mote in the beam. This fair has a life of its own, you know. Something about the energy of clashing personalities, I mean. That prim plum Mayaru Moriyaru was either going to garrote her Maga for his crazy ideas, or they were going to come up with a really fine event. And that's what happened, right? The cannon thing. Same with the rest of us, me and Athelia included. An elf's mad flemmed needle she may be, but Sister Thel's alright. I'll tell you what, a fair this year. It has such heart. Beats me how it happened. Here's your take for the show, by the way. Well deserved. Come back anytime if you miss the gunpowder and bacon fat. I'll keep the mortars packed for you. And so we get some pinwheels. And these are fireworks you just simply throw onto the ground and they just spin wherever. So we've now officially participated in all 3 Moonfire events. Return to the Aft Castle on Limsalmitsa to receive a special reward from her Maga. And so, back in a moment to get that reward. Okay, back at Limsalmitsa, so let's speak with her Maga to get our special reward. Let's take this level 15 entitled Remember Me This Moonfire Faire. Her Maga has special rewards to give to those who have completed all 3 Moonfire Faire events. She ought to be here by now. Might be best to just sit tight. Whew, sure is hot, and there's nothing like a tip-top summer day. But it makes me think, I mean, how's that fair that I'm here and... Yeah, I'm over here. Oh, damn it! Don't go sneaking up on a man like that. I was just reciting the minutes from the last meeting, trying to memorize them, aye. So, what can I help you with? You did what? Ha! Finished doing all 3 events, now that's what I call an adventurer. Went out there, made folks happy. Made some little ones think, that's the life for me, I wager. Wait till I tell you about the special rewards I've got laid aside. Oh, you're going to like this? I ordered a tip-top set of fireworks out of my own purse, and that's not all. I'll also teach you a Far Eastern dance more beautiful than anything you've ever seen. Now, I asked that chaperone to hold on to the fireworks for me. Too sorely, I've attempted to set them off myself, you see. Anyway, go speak with her, make sure you don your blue Lord Sukata like before. Well, yeah, we have to go back into what we started out wearing for this particular task. So, change into the blue, the original yukata, So let's speak with the chaperone and give her the news. Here for those fancy fireworks? I'll bring them over to Hermaga when I get a chance. Right, nice of him to light in his own purse to make the fair a success. You know, as a show of gratitude, very happy you'd be so kind as to do him a good turn. He hasn't been himself these last few bells, you see. Jumpy's a singed cat, hardly notices a thing. He's even talking to himself, so I had to listen. Best I can tell, he's waiting for someone who isn't showing. He keeps fussing that mayhap this mystery visitor went to the wrong place. She's on this ship, this restaurant, or that tailor who does walls so nicely. Well, I figure if it's got to be the restaurant, the Bismarck, the harbour master doesn't allow willy-nilly visits to ships, and it's too hot today for fitting, especially in wool. Do you think you could run over to the Bismarck and see if anyone's waiting for Hermaga? Yeah, and I can believe I can make that possible. Yeah, we're about to bring the night to a close. It's almost 6 AM. So the Bismarck is the Culinarians Guild. That's where we want to go. So yeah, now a full night has elapsed in the realm Reborn and we completed all the main tasks. And so now a new day is to begin. So let's speak with Yamimi Farwalker. Am I looking for Master Hermaga? Oh, thank the 12! Did he send you to meet me? I'm nearly given up. I have a package for him and I really must go. I have a table waiting and a truculent guest to charm. A merchant's life is run on an unforgiving clock. A thousand pities I couldn't meet Master Hermaga. My customer thought the world of him. 'Tis for the boy's sake I wrote the good master and made the long journey to Limsa Minsa. All that and to be fitted for a new beload. The boy? As I understand it, Master Hermaga befriended him several years ago. A band of adventurers was attending to the Bombard Menace, I believe. The local children would come to spectate, and he was among them. His name was Chadwick, and he decided he wanted to be an adventurer, you see. Hermaga taught him much and more. He told the lad that when he was well enough, he'd bring him to Limsa for the Moonfire Faire. But the gods are cruel, his illness finally took him. In the last moon of his life, the boy made me think about the Far East. He had dreamed of adventuring there. I think him and Master Hermaga together. He asked that I find a certain eastern item and take it to the master along with the message. I've got it right here, a twisted hachimaki of the Far East, worn by warriors in a traditional dance of prowess. Take it to Master Hermaga, and these words of the boys too. I've gone east, you'll always be my best friend. And so now that we have this important piece of information, back over to the Aft Castle. So we're going to make the quick warp over there. Thankfully it costs you nothing to use local aetherites. It certainly does take a long time to load. Oh come on, it's not that hard, just do it. Thank you. Alright, back over to Hermaga. Let's go ahead and speak with him and seal the deal on this. Ah, a runner just came by with your tip-top set of fireworks. That one reward done for, now for the dance lesson. You've never seen its like, the war dance of the Far East. You have something for me, but I'm to give you rewards, not the other way around. On the other hand, I always like a present. Well, here you go. So, this is to be given to you. Chadwick? This is from him? They told me he left no words at the end. They gave him potions to ease the pain and he slept the last week. East. He was a skinny little thing, you know how it is. There are always young ones getting underfoot if you aren't working in a fair-sized hamlet. Wasn't safe, so my alchemist friends scared them off, but one of them just kept lurking there, skulking here. Finally, we figured it was safer to just have this boy doing chores instead of falling out of trees. You never saw such joy. All Chadwick wanted was to sign his name in the big book at Revenant's Toll. All he wanted. We knew that after the first day. The canker is in him, my friend said. Too deep to cut out, too strong to poison. But I felt in my bones that Chadwick and I were meant to journey together. So how could he possibly die? I showed him a few things, crafting and the like. What a quick pupil he was. Bright as a lamp, brave as a lion, read like a scholar too. Taught me a dance from a book. A book? Can you believe that? The Rites of the Far East. Always looking east he was. Which probably explains why we're wearing yukatas for this event. I wondered why Chadwick asked me not to come to say goodbye. Now I know, and it makes me proud. Just look at him! Ha! He's an adventurer now, sending me exotic gewgaws from his wanderings. See all the young ones at the fair and all around you. One at least, is going to mean something to you, and when you lose him, if you lose him, it's going to be like there was a tree growing in your heart and it got chopped right down. It was about the worst thing I've felt, and I wouldn't trade it away for all the world. We journeyed together, Chadwick and I. Nowhere as long as we wanted to, but we travelled the world a while, aye. Who's to say the dead don't travel? If the 12 had any sense, they'd keep the young ones out of their mighty halls and out adventuring the sun and under the moon, else they'd be underfoot, eh? Now we dance, adventurer. Dance, and dream of the Far East. Learn it well, and perform it for others. The eclectic bomb dance, a rite of summer suitable in settings both staid and strident. And so, he gets to show it off to me. You call that a step, Edie? Lift and stomp, lift and stomp. Drop your hips, drop it like it's 18 tons. Now give me that hand clap. And so as we're learning how to do it, we'll go ahead and complete the challenge. So we get all the fireworks here. We get 30 luminescent sparklers, 30 bombard blooms, 30 more pinwheels, plus we learn the bomb dance. And with that, our task is completed. And our enjoyment of the Moonfire Faire is over. You have learned the emote bomb dance. And so now that we have actually learned it, even though the sun has come out, even though it's been cloudy all damn night, why don't I just go ahead and show it off for all of you? Well, once I actually use the emote icon. Persistent bomb dance. Here we go. Let's go ahead and show it off. So, we're going to bring today to a close, and so I hope that all of you enjoyed the celebration that is the Moonfire Faire, and that if you ever have the opportunity to play this game, at least until September 12th, which is when this comes to an end, by all means come over here and try it for yourself, because you're going to definitely have a lot of time making things blow up, because when else are you going to do something like that? So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn in this special bonus video, and hopefully when I join you again with another Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn video, we'll either be doing advancing with the new story for EDSS, or I'll be showing you off some new challenges. In fact, we're not quite done actually with Moonfire Faire videos yet. There is one more that I wanted to show off just so that you could have the opportunity to enjoy it. So while Edie is dancing up a storm, I'll say thank you very much for watching, and until next time, this is Matthew at Navora Autism saying take care, and I'll see you soon.